We all tell ourselves we want truth, wisdom, and self-mastery. But what if the philosophical keys to achieving those goals aren't light and virtue, but something dark, uncomfortable, and deeply pragmatic? For the next 9 minutes, we're going to use the stark, unfiltered wisdom of philosophy, from Nietzsche to Plato, to tear down 4 foundational lies you believe about yourself, society, and your true ambition. If you have felt blocked, distracted, or defeated, it's not a lack of motivation, it's a lack of truth. Let's start with the one lie that governs every single one of your decisions. Morality is the herd instinct in the individual. Nietzsche isn't saying don't be a good person. He's saying examine where your rules came from. If everyone around you, from your neighborhood to the trending algorithms, agrees on a certain behavior, it feels right. That feeling is the herd instinct. This is where the dark psychology takes hold. As Confucius noted centuries earlier, life is really simple, but men insist on making it complicated. The herd instinct complicates life by forcing us to live by millions of unspoken rules. The danger is not that the rules are bad, but that we adopt them without question. We choose blissful ignorance over painful reality. We agree with Thomas Gray. Where ignorance is bliss, 'tis folly to be wise. But the deepest truth is internal. As Aristotle warned, lying to ourselves is more deeply ingrained than lying to others. The lie of morality is believing your values are unique, when they are merely inherited. To truly evolve, you must discard the inherited rules. Your next pillar of ambition demands a clarity the herd simply cannot tolerate. The man who would be master must live entirely for himself. This is brutal, and it goes against every modern self-help guru. Plato, here, is discussing the necessary self-absorption of a leader. Ambition requires ruthless focus. If you are constantly seeking external validation, always trying to please the herd, you will dilute your energy to zero. This is exactly the cold logic that led Machiavelli to the infamous conclusion: it is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. It's about being effective, not being popular. Popularity is for the herd, effectiveness is for the master. Ambition, then, is inherently contrarian. It requires you to step away from consensus, finding satisfaction in what Roosevelt called the great pleasure in life is doing what people say you cannot do. The path to mastery is paved with other people's doubts. Thus, the price of ambition is isolation. But that isolation is the crucible where your true self is formed. That formation relies entirely on how you interpret the world. Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask, and he will tell you the truth. We wear masks constantly. The employee, the social media persona, the good citizen. Wilde suggests that the real danger is when we convince ourselves that the unmasked person, the one focused on social presentation, is the true self. The mask allows the shadow to speak openly. This relates directly to how we see the world itself. As Immanuel Kant observed, we see things not as they are, but as we are. The mask we wear is not just for others. It's a reflection of our internal biases, our hopes, and our hidden fears which we project onto reality. The most dangerous mask is the one that convinces us of our own inherent goodness or correctness. Leonardo da Vinci warned us, the greatest deception men suffer is from their own opinions. Your mask is your opinion of yourself, and it is almost always a flattering lie. And the shadow the mask hides is often something we label as pure evil. But even in the darkness, there is useful truth. As Hobbes, in his most cynical moments, believed, man is worst when he is most religious. The highest pretense of virtue often hides the deepest vice. Acknowledging the mask is the first step. The final pillar requires you to use the self-knowledge gained from the mask to build an unbreakable internal structure. Only the disciplined are truly free. Discipline is not about punishment, it's about eliminating friction. When your actions align perfectly with your ultimate goals, and not your passing emotions, you become efficient, you become free. This is the synthesis of our journey. This internal command is the ultimate freedom from external control. Epictetus, the former slave, understood this better than anyone. The way to crush the oppressor is to refuse to act like a slave. Discipline is the only thing the world cannot take from you. Once achieved, this mastery permeates every aspect of your life. As the great swordsman Miyamoto Musashi taught, if you know the way broadly, you will see it in everything. The discipline you apply to your mind flows into your finances, your health, and your relationships. Most of our suffering is self-inflicted, a product of the undisciplined mind. As Seneca noted, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Discipline cuts through the imagined suffering to focus only on reality and actions. But the final master is flexible. The disciplined mind adapts. Machiavelli gave the final word on success. Whoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times. Discipline gives you the strength to change, while the herd always stays still. The darkness we explored today, the shadow, the self-interest, the necessary discipline, these are not weaknesses. They are the raw materials of mastery. If you can honestly face the 4 lies we discussed, you're already stronger than 99% of the people. The journey to self-mastery is long, but it is not quiet. To continue hearing the uncomfortable truths the algorithm hides, make sure you subscribe and tell me below which of these 4 lies was the most difficult for you to admit.